Hello everyone, I'm Logan Ferry and welcome to the Game of Nerds. San Diego Comic-Con 2016 just ended, and there's so much movie news spread out across the whole con, I figured I'd do a quick recap of the most important news out there. If at any point you want to skip ahead, you can click any of the logos down here to move to the story of your choice. So, let's get on with it. First, let's start with Star Trek news. Star Trek Beyond premiered this week at San Diego Comic-Con. If you haven't seen it yet, go see it. It's pretty good. Producer J.J. Abrams talked about the upcoming 4th Star Trek movie and announced that we will be seeing the return of Chris Hemsworth as George Kirk, James T. Kirk's father. In a statement, he says the story of the 4th Star Trek feature is his favorite Star Trek story that we've had. So one of the reasons that I'm hoping Star Trek Beyond does well is so that we can, without question, get that movie made. It really is an amazing story. It's really the reason we made the deal with Chris Hemsworth as soon as we could, because we really wanted that story to be told, so fingers crossed. What it means overall for the sequel, we're not really sure, but what we can be sure it means is there's going to be some sort of time travel or multi-dimensional travel or something super inherently Star Trek-y. Next up, Blair Witch movie news. What? I think I read that wrong. I think I made a mistake on the... No? Blair Witch, you're sure? Okay. Lionsgate revealed that their upcoming horror movie, The Woods, is actually a sequel to 1999's The Blair Witch Project. It's called Blair Witch. What else would you call it? The story follows the young brother of one of the original characters from the original movie trying to find out what happened after the tapes are released online. It's a little convoluted. But the sequel. This, of course, is not the first sequel in the Blair Witch franchise. 2000 saw the release of Book of Secrets, The Blair Witch Project. Is that what it's called? I don't even... Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2. That's what it's called. Nobody saw it. It was critical financial failure. Best of luck to all of you now, I guess. Also, it was revealed this week that the 4th and final installment in the Divergent series, titled Allegiant, will become a TV movie. They're hoping to use the promotion of the movie to help launch a TV series set in the same post-apocalyptic setting. It's currently unclear whether the stars of the films will return for this 4th film or the TV series, as Lionsgate has yet to pitch the series to any networks. And now onto the big panels for every single year. Let's start with Warner Brothers. WB started their panel right off the bat with their DC slate. First up was bringing all of the DC EU directors out for their announced movies, which of course ended up leading to Ben Affleck being announced as the director of the standalone Batman film for what seems like the 30th time now. But I guess it's official. We can say it's official now, even though it's been official for a while. Then after all of that, we got Wonder Woman. Director Patty Jenkins came out and announced the cast, which includes Gal Gadot as Diana Prince. I spent way too much time researching how to actually pronounce her last name. Appreciate that. And after all that jazz, they showed a trailer, the first footage we've seen from Wonder Woman at the panel, and they actually released it for the public. So you can click right here to view the trailer if you haven't seen it yet. Then after all that, out came Zack Snyder, the world's most beloved director, who introduced us to the Justice League on stage together for the first time. And then they brought out Henry Cavill too, which I don't really understand because he can't be in this new movie because he died in the last one. And I mean, you can't have Superman if Superman's dead, so maybe he's playing another character. I don't get it. I don't even... He's dead. How can... He can't be Superman again because Superman's dead. Because they killed him at the end of the last movie, and then we'll never see him again. That's it. I mean, maybe they just brought him out because he felt lonely or something. I have no idea. And then we got our first look at Justice League, which was actually released to the public, surprisingly. If you haven't seen that yet for some reason, you can click here to find that. And then the cast of Suicide Squad came out to answer a few questions, and they revealed the final trailer for the movie, which releases in a few weeks. You can click right here to find that trailer. Then a different kind of hero came out, one that's a little more square and small. Lego Batman. Will Arnett, the voice of the character, came out to reveal the first trailer of the movie, which releases next year. And again, they released it to the public. This is like the most footage we've ever gotten out of Comic-Con, I swear. You can click right here to find that footage right now. This trailer actually includes the first bit of story that we've seen from this movie, which seems to be a father-son relationship between the dynamic duo themselves, Batman and Robin. And then after that, there was this new gigantic ape movie. I think it's a brand new concept. It's called Kong Skull Island. I don't know, it involves a huge giant ape. The cast for the movie came out and answered a few questions, and then they revealed a trailer, which again, they released to the public. Thank you, Warner Brothers. Thank you so much. We actually got to see it. Thank you. You can click right here to find that trailer. And then the movie everyone was waiting for. King Arthur. If you want to watch that trailer, they released that too to the public. So good for them. You can watch that now if you really need to. And finally, the upcoming movie Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Star Eddie Redmayne came out and handed wands to everyone in the audience. Not one by one. There was other people that came out and handed the wands. He didn't hand the wands. And then the cast came out, answered a few questions, and then they dropped another trailer for the movie, which again, released for the public. Thank you. You can click here to find that right now. That was it for the Warner Brothers panel. So moving on to the Marvel Studios panel next. They opened their panel by revealing the new title sequence and logo for Marvel Studios. You can find that right here. I think it looks pretty cool. So if you noticed a pattern in the WB panel of releasing the footage that was shown at the hall to the public, you'll find something similar here with Marvel, except with logos. Kevin Feige was up on stage just like Oprah, like, you get a logo, you get a logo, you get... Everybody got a logo. Everybody. First up was Black Panther. Director Ryan Coogler came out, announced a few cast members and the characters that they're playing, and revealed a new logo, which is this. And then Kevin Feige talked about Thor Ragnarok, which is currently shooting in Australia. They showed a small sketch written and directed by Taika Waititi, the director of Thor Ragnarok. The short explains what Thor was doing during Captain America Civil War. Things like moving to Australia, getting a flat with a guy named Daryl, writing letters to Captain America, exploring conspiracy theories, and getting coffee with Bruce Banner. And then they showed some concept art to the hall, and they released a brand new logo, which I think is beautiful. Seriously, if it was illegal, I would marry this logo. I love it. I'm like in love with this logo. It is, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Then Benny Hill Snallertatch came out to introduce a clip from Doctor Strange, which showed the Doc meeting the Ancient One for the first time. And then we got a new logo! They released a trailer too, which you can click here to see. Also, they released a poster and, but really, a new logo, guys. Logos. Tom Holland came out and said, hey everyone. And then everyone's like, whoa, he said the thing that he said in the movie. Remember when he said that thing in the movie? And then he introduced director of SpiderMan Homecoming, John Watts, and then he came out on the stage. And then they showed a clip, which they just shot last week. The clip was a day in the life of Peter Parker at high school, and it sounds like what everyone could ever want from a Spider-Man movie. And then at the end of the clip, they announced that the big bad of SpiderMan Homecoming will be Vulture. The cast came out, answered some questions, and then left. No new logo. They did release some concept art, so you can see that here, but no new logo. Same old logo. Then came Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 time, with James Gunn coming out and doing a little skit with some Ravagers who came out and were yelling at people back and forth, and they were doing this thing. Then they showed a clip from the movie, which involves Yondu and Rocket getting thrown in jail from some Ravagers, and then little baby Groot has to go and get them out. We also, from this clip, got the first song off the soundtrack for the new movie, which is Jay and the Americans Come a Little Bit Closer. You can click right here to go listen to that song now. And then the rest of the cast came out, including Kurt Russell, who was confirmed in this panel to be playing Star-Lord's father. And in a short teaser clip that they showed, it confirms that Kurt Russell is playing a planet. A talking planet. Very, very specifically, Ego, the living planet. He's alive. He's a planet that's alive, that talks. He has a giant face on the side of him. And he's Star-Lord's dad. Star-Lord's dad is a planet. And then they revealed that the Guardians are going to get their own Disneyland ride, which will be the first step in adding Marvel characters and their rides to the park. And then we got a logo. We got another logo, guys. We got a logo. You can find that logo here. It's actually really nice. I like the distinctiveness between the original and the new logos. And then to end the panel, they took a family photo, as they often do at these kinds of things, where all of the cast members and the directors and everyone came out on stage and they were lined up, and then Kevin Feige went, hold on a second, let's add another family member who happens to be here. Captain Marvel, Brie Larson. And then Brie Larson came out, officially announced as Captain Marvel for the new movie Captain Marvel. Oh, and I'm getting in my ear breaking news from the con. This just now coming in. It is confirmed that Max Landis, writer and director Max Landis, will be writing a movie for Warner Brothers. That movie appears to be a Pepe Le Pew movie. So there you go, folks. All of our dreams have now come true. As always, I am Logan Ferry. Thank you for watching.